Hi, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching and listening to another edition of Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media. All of our channels and networks. I'm Mike Morales here in gloomy Southern California. That gentleman out there is
Skip Falconer in Los Angeles, California. Chilly Los Angeles.
Philly, LA. It's Uggs weather.
Yeah.
I've got my Uggs on. I don't know about you guys, but
Uh,
I do. I can't show you because I can't, anyway. Um, Skip, you and I have the distinct pleasure, the honor, and the privilege of
oh,
tasting the latest addition to Inspiro Tequila.
oh my goodness.
And this is the Añejo expression,
Yes.
and it's very, very limited. Okay, this is not get this particular edition. You're not going to see this after you buy this bottle again, and we'll explain why. This is a female-owned and run company. Mara Smith is the CEO of the company. We've interviewed her for Open Bar, Skip and I, and she's been
What a
very just an amazing lady. You can, by the way, you can follow her. You can follow Inspiro on Instagram if you're into it, but you can follow Mara mostly on LinkedIn. She does a lot of her social media on LinkedIn. Uh, just a great lady, great
beautiful,
company. Yeah.
beautiful spirit.
And okay, so she sent us this nice card. She reached out to us and she sent us a card with the information on it. And she says, Mike, I hope you enjoy our new special reserve añejo. It's overproof, 44 ABV, and aged in uh what am I
Red
looking?
wine,
It's yeah, wine barrels,
4 months.
4 months. This is the rosé, correct?
Yeah.
Rosé wine barrels for 4 months. And then French oak, French, it says Pinot,
Pinot
I'm
Noir,
sorry, French Pinot Noir barrels. There we go. And for
15 and a half months.
15 and a half months. That's crazy. But her master distiller is Ana Maria Romero Mena, who is the distiller for Mijenta, started with Volcán de mi Tierra. She's got several other out there. Mentor of mine. We just interviewed her a few weeks back in Riverside, and when she showed up for that particular show, we were just she's just a gem, and she's working with me closely on another project out of the country. Um, and she says this it's a limited um, it's a limited okay since we just had what did she say, 4 barrels? Wait a minute. Let me read this. It's not her handwriting, it's my eyes. Okay, my lighting here is not the greatest. It's a limited release since we just had yeah, was it 4 barrels? Yeah, 4 barrels of it, and we bottled it at cask strength. Uh, let's see, we are barrels at 45 ABV. Okay. Uh, can't wait to hear what you think. It's going to be available
In November,
November 11th, so it's available now. It's out now
available now online.
online. I well, let's just taste it before we give our endorsement, okay? But
Yeah.
so far we've done the Inspiro Blanco, the Rosa, and this completes our journey through the expressions, unless Mara and Ana Maria come up with another crazy idea, which
Extra Añejo, or maybe,
which maybe,
yeah.
all of the Mara's tequilas are kosher, and
Did you have leakage?
I had a little bit of leakage, not a lot, but just a,
Oh, we're going to have to tell Mara you
I know I'm
have
gonna have
the
to get
leak.
another one. Look at the bubbles on this. Look at how they linger. The packaging is gorgeous. In fact, let me read you what it says on the label, just because this is the new part. It's the same packaging, but it says barrels, Pinot Rosé and Pinot Noir, and the date it was bottled was August 7th, 2024. and it's
Yes.
44 ABV. Lot number one.
Lot number one.
Thank you, Mara, for thinking of us. I do
Thank,
appreciate that.
thank you so much, Mara.
I know. Okay,
I'm, u-
I'm gonna pour now. I'm gonna
I'm
pour.
using my Jarito.
Me too, and I'm gonna use mine for high proof, which is what we use normally for mezcal because this is a high proof tequila. So we're gonna just take a splash because I'm gonna have a feel. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to hoard this one from
Oh,
me. Mm.
oh.
You folks have no idea what we suffered through before we got to this tequila.
No, they don't.
But you will. You'll find out. Just take a look at my t-shirt. You'll see that they filmed it on the same day he did the other tequila. Okay.
What
Look at
a
look at the depth of
beautiful
color.
color.
Look at the color on this.
Oh my God.
Brassy notes on this one, just gorgeous. It's like a rose gold. It's beautiful.
Yes. Oh, there's nothing and say, oh, this is spectacular.
Well, I'm waiting for my legs and tears. It's just taking its own sweet time. Wow. You know, with the Jarrito, the high proof glass, you have more mouth surface, and it is designed more for high proof tequilas and for mezcals, which generally a mezcal will be over 40 proof. And
They,
I use this for reposadas as well. I like using it for repos. There's the legs and tears I was looking for. Look at you. Hi, darling. Look at that.
oh, Mike, Mike, Mike.
We're just looking at it. That's all we're doing. We're just are we nerds or what? I mean, if we can be this enamored just by looking at it,
Look at those legs and tears on this.
oh, there they go. Yeah,
There
look
they
at that
go.
string of pearls. There they go.
Oh, mine is
Wow.
what you're saying? They're streaming like Netflix.
That streams like Netflix.
Oh,
Wow, look at that. Nice and thick like you're expecting.
yes.
And this is all natural, folks. I mean, this is the stuff coming out of the wine barrels, the Pinot Noir, and the age, the length of time. This is you'll never see this again. I mean, from what originally the original email that we got from Mara, besides this card, it doesn't look like they're going to be doing this much longer.
Oh,
At least I think the Pinot Noir is going out the door. So I oh my God. Oh wow. There's all kinds of wine grape and there's all kinds of sweetness and
oh, sweetness and grapes.
oh my gosh, grapes and French oak in there
Right.
at the
Oh,
bottom.
yes.
Oh my God. This isn't this you can't drink this. You got to wear this as like a perfume or a cologne. Yeah, right there in your pulse points, just right here. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
And you know what? You know, it's a high proof, right?
yeah.
Barely any alcohol. I got it's yeah, it's not it's got to be tertiary what I don't know what the word is for the fourth tier of aromas. It's just it's just enough to be interesting.
Just enough to be interesting. Just. Oh,
It's gorgeous to look at. It's beautiful. The highlights on this, the brassy highlights, it's like a rose gold.
oh, just nosing this is just. Oh,
It's heaven. There's a little bit of spiciness, not a lot, just enough, but it's mostly grapes and wine and
fruity. Oh,
oh yeah. Yeah. And more like ripe fruit, not like dried fruit.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
not like the
yeah.
extra añejo where you get some dried fruit. This is a ripe fruit, ripe stone fruit that you're getting.
And I get some citrus in there.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. And that's got to come from this from the tequila itself. So, and remember, it's a high proof. So, and right now, Ana Maria's high proofs are going bananas. She's got one for corrido. I think I think Mi Genta has one also that we have not tried yet.
Mm.
So this is interesting because it's a barreled high proof. So I don't know about you, Skip, but I'm
Yeah.
diving in.
Yeah.
Let's let's
Let's
just
do
dive
this.
in. Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Wow. Mm. I couldn't even spit it out, man.
Oh no, 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 no.
No. There's a nice cinnamon spice.
Nice cinnamon spice right up front. There's this sweetness in
What
the
a great
rear,
finish.
and what a finish. There is a nice warm.
Yep.
Oh, Mike, we saved
I'm not even going to wait any longer. I'm just going to go, okay, brand of promise nominee.
Brandon
Here
Prime.
we go.
Absolutely,
Brand of promise nominee, man.
absolutely.
Because this is there's nothing it's incomparable. There's nothing out there right now that I can think of. Well, there might be one or two that are close, but maybe not so much. They lean more toward the wood part of it as opposed to the wine part of it, and that's okay
Oh,
because I'm sold. This is and the warm fuzzy just keeps giving and giving. That finish, it's a finish that keeps on ticking.
oh, oh.
Folks, I know we're recording this, in December. I'm not sure when you'll see it, but right now we're like a couple of weeks out from Christmas and Hanukkah. A gift.
Go online. Go
Go
online.
online. Again, if you're into social media and you're on every platform like we are, follow Mara on her LinkedIn. She does some great stuff networking with other women, with other female brand owners of not just the spirits world, but everything. She's just she the way Skip, the way she's evolved as a brand owner and as a person
Oh,
from the day that we interviewed her to now, she's so much more confident on camera. She's been interviewed by bloggers and podcasters everywhere. She's been on television, and I know that she's not, it's not in her makeup to be out front, but she's doing a great job being a representative of her brand. This is Inspiro. It's freaking amazing.
this
Wow.
this is a great, great nightcap.
Yeah. And you know what? It's bold. I'm going to
Yeah.
say it's a 40, it was a 44, 45 ABV.
44.
Yeah, a nightcap. It's not even a dessert.
Mm-mm.
It's like when you come home and honestly, I could pair this with a cigar.
Mm.
I wouldn't go very bold, but I would get something, somewhere in between and and you're good. Dessert is a cigar and it's tequila and you're good.
Oh, I just got some chocolatey notes.
I was gonna say, and the French oak sometimes will leave a little bit of cocoa, like
Oh,
cacao, and it's not tobacco. It's cocoa. It's like a cacao, so it's a bit like a bitter chocolate. Now you could pair this if you wanted to. But I would use a higher chocolate. I would use higher than 70 than uh, the 70% cacao. I would go higher because
Mm,
the higher you go, you can. I've had chocolates out here that you can get for like 80, 80% cacao
hmm.
because they're almost like finished dry. And that's what this requires. It requires a cacao that could be a little bit drier if you're gonna pair it with a chocolate after dinner or with a cigar. Don't go so bold because you'll be clashing because there's definitely a wine presence in this tequila. It's spectacular. Holy cow.
It really is. It really is. And oh,
Now, oh my God. Yes, there's one that I would recommend that I would put it up against. I'm not going to say it publicly here. I'll if Mara gets a hold of me later on, we can talk. But I will say this, a lot of her when she started the brand, she said that there were not enough brands that were geared toward the female consumer. And we know, and we've talked about this when we interviewed her, 70 to 80% of all the buying decisions are made by women. Okay? That's just the way it works. What I would like to know is one, who is this geared toward? What segment of the market are you targeting with this? Because in my experience,
oh, anyone.
I know, but Skip, hear me out. And I know you've been exposed to, some mezcals and things like that in the entire year you've been joining us for our tastings at El Cholo. And he's acquired a much wider palette.
Mm,
And you've observed that there's a lot of women are attracted to higher proof mezcals. They're not shy about it.
mm.
So is what I want to know from her, maybe she can answer this, when she sees this video. Is this geared toward women? Has she noticed that the women that, now that she's been out in front of her brand and she's had, a few tastings under her belt and she's been everywhere, concentrating on getting the brand, getting traction for the brand. Was she getting a request by women for something much higher proof with more of an aged um, characteristics, or is this geared toward the guys? Is this geared toward the husbands, the boyfriends, the significant others? I just want to know. I just want to know where this is. I know that it sounds like it was just we forgot it was there. We didn't know what to do with it. Let's just roll it out and see what we get. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that nothing that she's done so far has been unplanned.
Nothing, man.
So I get that this is for a guy, maybe you don't like the bottle, but I tell you what, the juice inside of this,
Who doesn't
spectacular.
like this bottle?
We talked about it at the beginning.
Oh,
It's
man,
it's a beautiful bottle, but it is much more graceful.
yeah.
It's kind of shaped a little bit like, it's a great pour for bartenders out there. It's not so tall that it's gonna, looks great on a bottle glorifier. If you do that, the white frosting looks great with the añejo. So, and we told this at the beginning. We said, look, even if you think you're put off by the bottle, the juice is not. It's not soft. The juice is character. Now, this is probably the most character of the three that we've encountered.
Anything you're drinking out there, you got to get this.
Yeah, yeah. What's our price point on that? Do you know offhand?
I think it's 129.99.
Worth every penny. And you know who I would put it up against?
Who's
Okay,
that?
you're gonna kill me when I say this. Only two brands that I would put it up against. And granted, these two other brands are way different than the way this one is aged.
Mm.
Okay? So bear that in mind. One would be Cierto.
Mm.
The other one would be Rodeo de las Aguas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. And when we do our final count for the 2024 Brands of Promise, you're going to see where the medals land,
Right.
where the scoring lands on that. Uh, but I think it's right there. And you know what? For this price point, because I know Cierto's a little bit higher, a lot higher.
Yeah.
Rodeo, I think it's a little bit higher than this.
Yeah. I haven't had those two, but I've had this.
Come over to my house. I've got the reserve. They sent us, for Cierto, they sent us the core line,
Mm.
and then this one that comes in a suitcase. That's the reserve line.
Wow.
So, but it's not high. None of them are high proof. None of them are high proof. And Rodeo de las Aguas is not high proof either. So there's your difference. And we
Mhm.
have to distinguish the difference between all three brands. They're similar, but they're not the same. Okay.
Mm.
But I gotta say, man, just this for aromatherapy, it just opens up and you can smell it everywhere. It's
Oh God, yes.
amazing. Wow.
Oh, oh,
Oh my goodness. And it's deep, it's
oh.
complex. It's opening up some more. Have you noticed that?
Yeah,
I'm getting like nuts now. It's weird. I'm getting
yeah.
like maybe some nuttiness.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Wow.
what a beautiful bouquet.
It evolves in your glass. It's something else now.
Yeah, this is
What are you getting? I'm getting nuts. I'm getting like,
nuts. I'm getting like plums.
yeah, but there's a woodsiness. There's something there, and it's not chocolate. It's nuttiness for me. And I'm not sure what that is.
Mm.
It's got to
Oh,
come from the French oak. The French oak is just French
yeah,
oak is so
yeah,
the French oak does weird things to your head and your palate,
yeah, yeah.
your nose too, for that matter. Mm.
Oh,
Now
goodness.
there's a creaminess. There's a creaminess in there. It's like I can say creme brulee, but it's not. It's not all the way creme brulee, but it's close.
Oh, yeah.
It's a creaminess. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting like a whipped something whipped.
Oh, I
This is torture, Mara. Stop it. Get help. This is crazy. Now I gotta hide this stuff from myself. Oh my
oh,
God.
this one has to go
It
in
goes in the
a vault.
vault. It goes in the vault. Yeah.
In a vault.
Yes. Um, I don't know what else to say. Skip, you and I we can just go on and on and on, but folks, if you have had Inspiro, the Añejo version, and if you have not, spend the money. Go get it.
Go get it.
Okay? Because the
Go.
quality is there. The Maestro Tequilera, Ana Maria Romero Mena is a wicked genius. We talk about we talk about um, uh,
Camaradas.
Felipe Camarena. We talk
Yeah.
about those two guys being the evil geniuses. Ana Maria is pretty evil. She's very, very disarming. You don't know how evil she is until she starts to play with your barrels, and then it's just all bets are off. Okay. Um, Outstanding. It's just outstanding. It's reasonably priced. chances are you're not going to see this again. So get one to hoard, get one to, buy for your for the office. It's a great gift right now for the holidays. If you see this video before the end of the holidays, or whatever, or before tariffs, you want to buy this now because it ain't going to get any cheaper, let me tell you. Um,
Oh, I know what to say.
what's that?
If there's an extra Añejo coming out, remember my name.
Yeah, okay. Well, we've been begging for the aged version since we first, reviewed the Blanco. And I so appreciate Mara for, we've been in contact for oh, well, since her brand's been launched,
Oh,
and we communicate a lot on LinkedIn. And again, like I say, if you folks are on social media, follow her on LinkedIn. You can follow Inspiro on Instagram. You can follow us on Instagram. We're everywhere. We're like on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We're not on TikTok because we don't know what that's going to happen. And but wherever you are, subscribe, follow us. If you've had this before, what do you think? What are you doing with it? I wouldn't mix it in a cocktail. I would only pair this with, maybe a dessert, but more often, I think I would pair it with a chocolate or a cigar myself.
yeah.
That's just me. I mean, if you're doing something else with it, if you're putting it in a cocktail, tell us what cocktail it is,
Put
because
it in a cocktail.
I wouldn't. I
Oh, I'll
wouldn't.
come. I'll have to come over there and check your brain.
Don't don't make don't make Skip come to your house because that's not going to end well for your tequila.
Oh my God.
Uh, but anyway, that's our take on Inspiro Añejo. It's fantastic. Thanks again to Mara Smith for making this happen. Follow Mara as well. Follow Inspiro on Instagram and all their social media. Follow us on all of our social media. What are you doing with it? Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Give us a like. You leave us an emoji. Okay. If you don't want to leave a comment, leave an emoji. Show us that you're watching. But whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.